Hey you, before the video starts, consider dropping a like, a comment, and maybe consider subscribing. This really does help the channel grow. On to the video. Hey guys, it's Main here, back again with another account review. Today we're looking at Jobenty's account. Jobenty, I believe, goes by Jonald McDonald or Jonathan, or I don't know what other names he's used before, other aliases, but pretty far progressed endgamer, is pushing the limits of my patience personally when it comes to pretty insane things such as candy clicking, statue farming, AC farming, etc. He's the one who started the We Can't Read at least in my Discord. I think it's been around in Idleon for quite a long time, but it's been around in the Discord for a very long time. As Smoke said, is the CEO of the Can't Read Association. If you ever ask him anything, chances are he's going to give you a wrong answer simply because he doesn't read anything in the Discord. So, don't ask him for advice. So I'm pretty sure because this is a more audio format, hopefully he learns from it a bit more than an actual text block. But anyways, enough roasting. Let's get into the account and take a look, take a little gander at Jobenty's account and see what we can do to advise him about prepping for World 7. So first of all, as we talked about with Bracket Man's account, is obviously gem farming, trying to get a good stockpile of gems to prepare for World 7. As you know, the more free-to-play gems you get, the less impact your wallet's going to have when World 7 comes out. Because if World 6 was any indicator for how many gems it costs to actually buy out all the things such as the shroom familiars or the land plots or Instagram generators, it costs a lot of gems to do that. So, farming whatever free-to-play gems you can would be a good thing to do to kind of set you up for success when World 7 comes out. And kind of looking at it, I'm curious if you're stashing any gems or anything. It should be like down here, if anything. So I don't think you are. Yeah, it'll be like around here. So I don't think you have a lot of gems saved up, but you do have a lot of biggie hours, which you can probably do. I know you're a biggie hour enjoyer since you usually abuse them for your time candy. Your statue levels are really high. As you talked about in the previous reviews, getting to like 300 statue level for at least like those base like World 1 statues is a pretty good like thing you should grind for when you're getting into or like prepping for World 7, because it'll help you get more mining power, more chopping power to help you get those nodes as they get released into World 7, because we always get new nodes when new worlds are released to help you get more of the equipment for World 7, so you're able to get more of those and higher stats on those to kind of prep you for down the line when you need to upgrade your gear. So the mining statues, the boost food effect, the move speed, the base damage, all that stuff is helpful. So getting those as a base level 300 is pretty good. And then the Ocean Man and Old Reliable statues, obviously doing those skilling nodes in World 2 or wherever to get you more of those to get them up to 300 might help you in the long run. So might be something you want to undertake, even though it's going to take a while to get. I know you're down for the grind. So yeah, but these shrine levels are crazy. Not a lot of people hit shrine levels like these. He's hitting E31 damage. Stamps at 18,700. 1 mil bubble level. We'll talk about this in a second because Johnny is insane when it comes to candy clicking. I'm pretty sure it's pretty self-evident once we get to those. But let's talk about the stamps and see what you've done. Let's see, you have the basic ones like Mason Jar, you have Crystalline, Golden Food, you have the Golden Ball stamp doubled, which is insane. If you have Gold Ball, it's a good one to do. Vendor stamp obviously is a really good one. Then you have the carry capacity ones, you have Liquid Regen and Drop Lots. Drop Lots is pretty good. And you have the other skilling one, carry caps doubled as well, the carry cap for fishing and catching items. And you have obviously multi-tool, you have the summoning EXP, the divinity stamp, you have gaming EXP, which is interesting. There's something that scales off of gaming level, and I can't remember what it is, but I'm not sure why you did this one. Hey Franzi, what's up, man? Thank you for the raid. Yeah, I'm not sure why you did gaming EXP. I think it's probably just to get more levels out of it for more bravery sword damage, I suppose. At any rate, yeah, all these stamps are pretty good. I do agree with, and you have refinery as well. All these stamps are pretty good. I do agree with. The liquid regen specifically has become more prominent as people start to do AC a bit more. The drop lot stamps obviously pretty good because this ties into liquid farming and trying to do candy clicking, which is a very heavy focus of of Jonald's accounts is, you know, getting more liquid caps so we can candy click a bit more. And I guess now is probably a good time to transition to talking about the bubbles. But some of these he's hit into the tens to hundreds of thousands. The strength bubble at 119,000. I've seen higher. The Larry bubble at 25,000. So he's done a lot of candy clicking, at least when it comes to strength bubble. So, you know, there's that. He's also done Call Me Bob. I think he's candy click Call Me Bob, which is, you know, going back to what we talked about earlier. That's something we can do nowadays because of how much damage and multi-kill per tier we can get. Getting a ton of Call Me Bob. I've seen higher is crazy, but I mean, Zadek, what's Zadek's number? Or what's Kona's number for those bubbles, right? Hold on, let me scroll up in the achievements tab because I know I've seen higher. Okay, so we have Coney. Sorry, Coney is at 150,000 Roid Raging. Any recent people? Oh yeah, we have. Oh yeah, here's Jonald McDonald. Johnny. He's also has Call Me Ash at 100,000, right? 106,000 now, so he's still continuing the candy click on that. But Hammer is only at 25,617, and some of the other bubbles, you know, up there as well. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised your level up gift is not higher. To be completely honest, honestly, I would consider candy clicking this. Try to get level up gift a little bit higher. Try to get it up to like 99%. I'm not sure if there's like a soft cap for this bubble or the reason why you haven't done it, but maybe something you want to do. As you know, every little percent you get means you get more gems out of this, which is, you know, as you need for World 7 to kind of prep for that. Jesus. Okay. He's gone so far as Prisma bubbling the Tome bubbles. That's crazy. Okay, Cauldron levels, cap and rate about 1,700 for the first two, which is pretty good. I mean, this is just an indicator. Obviously, as a candy clicker, the more AC that you do in Tremor Rooms, the more cranium cooking you do. Obviously, you know, the goal is try to get more cap and rate, so you're able to get more of the liquids generated, but also get more cap of the liquids. So when you put on the viaduct of the node, viaduct of liquid or whatever the node is in laboratory, you get more liquid. That way, you know, when you candy click, you can candy click more bubbles. Oh yes, that's right. I forget. Okay, Viaduct of the Gods. So we'll talk about that in just a second because I do want to point something out with that. But you have, okay, you have the shine, you have the meal pet done. Good. I don't care about the agility, the base efficiency. This actually, Johnny, I would stop. Please, for the love of God, stop doing Gmush and instead do mashed potatoes, sand giants, caramans, giga frogs. Get the base efficiency out of the way. Because if you guys noticed here, he's doing Gmush, right? It's at level 20, but there's something you may not immediately realize. It says 14 mil out of 4.9 mil. He's gone so far into actually doing shiny pet farming that he's over leveled his Gmush. And if you could get level 21 Gmush, he probably would have it. And he might. He's close to level 22, actually, because I think the way this works is doubles every time you increase the level. So, okay, 4945500 times 2. He's at level 21. Multiplied by 2, you're 19.7. So he's 5 mil days off from being hit at level 22 Gmush. There's no reason to do this. As we mentioned in other reviews, and if you weren't there for those other reviews, shiny pets cap at level 20. There's no like level 21 for shiny pets. It might show in Idleon, but however, the bonuses don't scale past level 20. So level 20 shiny pets is where it caps. It doesn't do anything unless lava increases the cap at a future update. So it's instead worth it to swap off of Gmush and do other shiny pets. For example, like you mentioned, the base skill efficiency is actually useful. You know, for a lot of people, if you're getting ladle generation from your Deathbringers, it requires a lot of base skill efficiency. This helps you cap out on the trapping and worship efficiency you need for those skills, respectively. But yeah, I think you said something about wanting God Shard eggs first. Okay, yeah, whatever. Because okay, yeah, whatever, pal. Does he not have Jewel of Northwinds? I thought Johnny was further in AC than he is here. I thought Johnny had Jewel of Northwinds. The crit chance, 82%. I wonder if your talents are just different. Okay, not high enough level, so you probably are at 100% crit chance. Honestly, I would consider doing more AC farming. Trying to get Jewel of Northwind so you have, that unlocked to, in the future prep you for any increases we get to Windwalker to get you more dust percent. It wouldn't hurt. I stopped after I went on break for a week. You will after 2k cauldrons. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. Are you also doing the tech? Yes, you are. Okay. You're pretty far in Windwalker. I don't even know why I'm even looking at this. Ow. Okay. All right, Johnny. Come on now. Come on now. For how tedious of grinds you undertake, I would expect a higher feather. This is kind of sad. All right. 16. 16? You can do 19. Come on now. I'm also honestly kind of surprised you don't have Hamter at level 4. So you're missing some like AC damage actually, like base form AC. Dreadnought Vial, not a level 13 maybe. It could be something you want to undertake eventually. It's literally next to the birch node, the bleach node. It's maxed out. You have this at super? Okay. I would super the AFK gains. Maybe the EXP multi as well. Only 1500 hours in Fractal. I mean, your candies are reserved for candy clicking, so I guess that makes sense. Please make sure to do your Kilroy. Try to get your second timer up to like at least like 120, 180. Bonus skulls is, infinitely put points into this. I put 1 point into dungeon drops or pearl drops, Level 11 megafish. Okay, it's pretty good. Printer. I know you're ahead of the game here. Yeah, 29 trillion. Yeah. Pretty good prints. Try to get them higher as always. Refinery, always try to get them higher. I mean, it only takes you 3 hours for a rank up. I would aim for like the 1000s. I mean, you're probably doing a lot of AC grinding at Emperor anyways, but still more refinery ranks is just pretty good, especially when I think it's been promised that World 7 is going to introduce like an auto rank up feature for refinery. I don't know if that's actually been confirmed or if Lavo is trolling, but getting it higher level means it will level up faster when we get that bonus unlocked. So, position yourself well for World 7 and try to get this like 750 before World 7 drops. Wait, you don't have level 50 atoms yet? Hold up. You unlocked them yesterday? Oh, you got level 20. Okay, cool. Do you not have... Which hat are you missing for this, Johnny? Or have you... 13. 13. Is that all the hats? How many hats is that? Funky? Okay, so for the funky hat, remember you can do that at the ghost floor. For those of you who don't know and still need to complete this stream, the funky hat does drop in the safe room. It has much higher drop rate than the last floor, which is where it naturally drops. So you can farm the funky hat a little bit easier in the safe room, the ghost room, than you can the last floor, which, hold on, let's see, a hat. Ah, here we go. Funky hat. So in the floor 12 is a 1 in 10,000, and floor 1 has a 1 in 1,000. So there's a 10x drop rate. So make sure to do it in the ghost floor, have a higher chance of getting that. So you're able to complete that dream, just knock it out of the way. Quick little tip for those of you who don't know. So remember, use the wiki. The wiki's pretty good. Shout out to Sheepy and the wiki team. The hat counts when as found, even with full inventory. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. What? Okay, so hold on. I want to look at something real quick. Were you also part of the wave of people trying to level up? Yeah, I mean, you had Call Me Bob at 82,000, Carpenter at 4960. So, I mean, obviously, construction EXP is pretty important and big to you. Let me check something, actually. So the Rift node actually says build speed. So if it's build speed, that means it should factor into EXP, right? So what you want to do is really, since you're on that grind and you really want to get more build speed, Johnny, I would highly recommend try to prioritize and optimize the lowest to level shrines and buildings first to scale that construction mastery and Rift to get you more build speed, because apparently it says build speed in the Rift. I didn't know that. So that's another scaler for construction EXP and construction build rate as well. So leveling up whatever is the fastest to level. So Voidinator for you, Party Starter, Frozen Malone, Stormcaller, Boulder Rollers, and then obviously Primordial Shrine, trying to get that up to 200, will help you get more build speed to get you more of that construction build rate and construction EXP for your characters, especially since I also saw you on the cog grind trying to get EXP. I think you're trying to hit like 300 plus on your cogs. You had 200, 240 plus on a lot of them, but you have some 300s as well. And obviously prioritizing the construction EXP as you are. Keep up with that. Props to you. It's not something I can bring myself to do. Oh yeah, how's your ladles doing? Or your tier 17? I feel the pain. Wait, hold on. I have to see. Since you're candy clicking, okay, you have a tier 16 here. And you have a tier 10 here. Okay, yeah, for candy clicking, the pumpkin meal is arguably more important than the tier 3, tier 4 liquids. So getting a higher ribbon on this kind of makes sense. You know, you're more candy clicking, so getting a tier 16 is really, really good. When should you reprint? Honestly, with Bravery out, with Justice out, with Wisdom out, reprinting like every month, honestly, might net you a decently high enough print, but honestly, it's up to you if you want to reprint every month. Also, with more statue farming, more mining power, more Dragon Warrior statue levels, you can get a lot of efficiency out of reprinting every month. I hope that all that stuff's done. Okay, 19 talent levels on some of the characters, 18 on the others. So to prep for World 7, I would try to get up to plus 19 talent levels. So doing more Divinity grinding. Obviously, with your statue level 252, with your Dragon Warrior 284, you're in a prime position to do Divinity grind, Johnny, just getting your characters up to plus 19. It probably wouldn't take you that long. 1600 on the Monument AFK, you're at 77k hours in Bravery, 53k hours in Justice, okay, and then 5k in Wisdom. Okay, not bad. Obviously, try to aim for 100k in Bravery. Jesus, okay. Just so you can get more consistent Bravery hours. Or, sorry, more rewards, more Bravery multi. How do you get plus 19? Just more Divinity levels and more big P levels. So the more you level your Divinity, the more, the higher this minor bonus will scale. And when you're linked to Arctis, you'll get the minimum talent level. So when this crosses over to 18.01, it'll round up to 19. So you'll need, what's 19's breakpoint? Is it the 191 or is it the 240 something? Oh, it's like the 250, 240-ish breakpoint, and then roughly like a 6k big P bubble, I think. 244. Yeah. That's really, what else is there for us to really talk about? I mean, your opal splitting, which is good, doing all in on Belaya. I imagine you probably have the Minecraft gem. Collectibles, here we go. Minecraft gem level 23, okay, it's expected. You have Rose World at level 4, okay. Now, your studies... You're missing like a few, like a very small amount of the artifacts. So if you want to try to finish your artifact grind, I would swap over to doing gilded jars, and then well, I guess, okay. Do you ever close your game? Because if you ever close your game, I think you should try and get more digits of these rupees. If you don't close your game, it's going to be a little bit harder to try to hit the Q mark for like these first 3 obels, first 3 rupees, these 3 rupees. So if you don't really close it, then you kind of cap out on the max like big jar you can get. It'll tier up, I think, twice, and then it'll stop tiering up if your game never closes. But if you close your game and you leave it AFK for a decent amount of time, you can actually get like the 100x to 1000x increase to jars, which means your obviously gilded jars will give you a higher bonus, and then you would do the same thing on whatever rupee jar pots for these rupees, and you would click on the biggest one, so the gilded jar will multiply the amount of rupees you get from that big jar. And that's how a lot of people get into the Q rupees, QQ rupees, whatever you want to say, is by stacking up the gilded jar, claiming all those, and then trying to stack up a big jar of whatever rupee you're trying to farm to get higher value of that. And the reason they do that is because the more digits or power 10 of rupees that you get means you get more collectible chance. Every new collectible, every digit of the rupees you own gives you more collectible chance, and this is the best way to scale your find chance for new jar artifacts, new jar collectibles, whatever you want to say, to get you, more of those unlocked, because that's the only way you can really complete all of the artifacts for the jars, is by getting more digits of those rupees. So if you are trying to farm those out, because I mean you could get more more jar production speed and more villager exp, it's worth it to do. It's just very tedious, and it does kind of require you close your game for a few hours, which I know you're not going to be wanting to do. So, hey, to each their own. But also, you could just wait for lava to fix this in the future, if and when that happens. Okay. Okay. I guess last thing I don't want to talk about, because I mean, there's a lot of tedious things when it comes to your account that it's hard to mention. Here's what you need to do to like prep, because I mean, you're doing a lot of the prep work already. You're doing like the big annoying things like candy clicking. Candy clicking is definitely something that will help you in World 7, most likely, because it'll help you with damage, get you more multi-kill tiers. So I mean, your 100k strength bubble, your 50k wisdom bubble. If anything, I'd probably do more more agility bubble, but but I think probably the most measurable thing you could do for your account is probably more slab grinding, because World 7 might introduce more slab stuff, as World 6 did, because you got more Jade coin and more essence gain, right? So you could do more party dungeon, get these things out of the way, do some more alchemy shop stuff. Like this should be fairly easy for you to do. Like a lot of this is alchemy related, or World 2 crystal farming, but you could do like the alchemy shop, buying out the obels and trying to upgrade them. These are very easy slab things for you to do, And it's honestly not too far out of what you're doing right now. Like instead of candy clicking every 30 minutes, candy click every 32 and, you know, buy out the opal shop, or sorry, every 31, because you can only do this like once a day, realistically. Instead of candy clicking every 30, 40 minutes or so, buy out the alchemy shop for these opals, up tier them, and try to get them completed for slab, because this is a very easy slab for you to do. You're also missing a party dungeon stuff like Rex rings. You're missing the actual drops inside the party dungeon for the specific classes. So these are fairly easy slab items, and even like the treasure hunt stuff. Like a lot of this seems like very easy, like things you can get out of the way. You got those opals. You got it. Okay, perfect. But yeah, I mean, you're 216 items away. You can definitely get this down to like 150, even further down to like 100, so that you can, you know, prep for World 7, because World 7 is probably going to have some interaction with Slab when it comes out, as World 6 did, like I mentioned. Farming. Crops at 223. Remember, just always try to push and pursue the evolution GMO. If anything, I'd actually do some day market farming to try to get this to 440. Because remember, the break point for that +1 crop is the X 40%. So 140, 240, 340, 440. Assuming you bought out all of the Instagrow generators inside the shop. So yeah, going for that X 40% to help you out with that. And then you should be able to complete that, upgrade the day market, and be able to complete that. Just because you'll get those extra crops, you get the crop value multi and all that stuff to help you prep for World 7. And also, it'll help you in the long run trying to get those 230 crops. So I would highly recommend trying to do that. I would also maybe get a little bit more levels of nutritious soil, like aiming towards 220 to 240 growth speed, getting more farming, EXP, more magic beans maybe to help you with the resets as well. Product doubler, you don't have to do that, but you know, it'll help you get to the 10,000x value multi a little bit faster maybe. I think you put a little bit too many points into production mega boost. Remember, this isn't really that good, so if you are looking to land rank reset and get more points at evolution boost or evolution super boost, I'd probably take points out of mega boost and probably put it into like OG or the evolution boost like I mentioned. But yeah, you're on the good crop grind. It's just really slow when you hit this point. Obviously, as you get more Emperor showdowns, getting more farming upgrades to be cheaper, this might help you get to that 230 crop grind. So outside of that, Johnny, I don't think I have much else to say. I think I'll go ahead and stop there. Obviously, you know, keep on with the candy grinding. Just remember, when you do your candy clicking to try to level up your shrines as you do it, make sure to put gold cheese on your character to help optimize that aspect of the farm, so you kind of prep yourself for World 7 a little bit better and trying to aim for those level 30 shrines. So I wish you the best of luck, Johnny. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I just want to say as a last thing, thank you to all of my Twitch subscribers and YouTube channel members. You guys really help the channel grow and really motivate me to continue making videos. If you guys do also want to support me on YouTube, it's just $1 a month for a channel subscription at the lowest tier. You can choose to give more if you want. Just want to say that. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate your support. Have a great day. Bye.